Hi, everyone. A little bit of a background of who we are. We are a biotechnology company. We are a private company in the field of vascular diseases. We own already 2 U.S. patents, and others are in application stage. And the scientific work that we do is to develop stem cell therapies for vascular diseases. We already showed what it does in animal studies, and we are ready to clinical study. Being ready to clinical study is a very wide area and a very dangerous area too. And it means that you need now to recruit a lot of money. Most of the people that I know, and of course I am, a technologist in origin, and knowing what to do and how to manage within the US is something which is new to me at least, and to others in the company. So we are accompanied not only by the team here from Israel, but also by Dr. Mike Frogel, and Mike is sitting here, just arrived to the warm weather that we have here. And Mike is actually helping us in many ways. He's a disaster medicine expert, so he came on time. And he is helping us also with regards to the collaboration with Pace University. So what the company is doing, as I told you, we are dealing with vascular diseases. Those diseases are mainly caused by age and complications of diabetes. And the main issue that happens is that our artery is becoming blocked and the blood does not get to the organs, and then you get heart attack and stroke and whatever you want. What are stem cells? Stem cells are just cells, and other than other cells, they can differentiate into whatever we want, and therefore they can regenerate the function of tissues. We can get them from embryos, we can get them from the cord blood when a newborn is just got out, but we can get them also from adult people, usually taken from the bone marrow. And this can be done even to very old people. And when I say very old people, I mean 85 and 90. Still, we have enough stem cells in our body to regenerate our tissues, the function of our tissues. So this is how stem cells work. And in the world of vascular diseases, what they do is actually regenerating collaterals to overcome the blockage in the blood vessel and resupply the tissue with blood. So, as I said, most of the companies are working with bone marrow cells, which means that the person should go under anesthesia and a small operation only in order to get the cells out of him and then to regenerate the cells in a way that they will influence his body back. And we thought that it's not enough to have a great potential, a great clinical potential, but we should look at the patient, at the sufferer of the patient, and make something which is much easier to the patient. Otherwise, it will be a great clinical project, but it will never be something that everyone can get the treatment with. And this is one point. The other point is to get it to the clinician. And what we do is actually we take blood. I can take blood from each and every one of you right now and tell the patient to come tomorrow and get his treatment, as opposed to taking bone marrow under anesthesia and taking 1 month of production until you give it back. And this is actually what the company is doing. And we could address many vascular diseases, and we chose to focus on critical limb ischemia a moment before the people are amputated. We want to save their legs. The reason we went to this disease is because we see it as a model disease. It happens the same with the tiny microvasculature in the leg and in the heart and in the brain. So it's a model. It's also a model from a regulatory perspective because the FDA now understands that these diseases are deadly and they cost a lot of money to the government because these people are hospitalized all the time, and if they are crippled, they needed to be aided, and all of this is costing the government. So in a way, it's a model not only from the clinical perspective, but also from the regulatory perspective and from the economical perspective, because our model says we are going to save money to the payer. And the payer, in this case, critical limb ischemia, most of the people are elderly people above the age of 65. In US, it means Medicare. So this is what we do. We take the blood, and since one of the features of the process that we do is that it is identical to all blood donations that we get, which means I am not going to do anything different between my blood and the patient blood. This means that I can automate the process because it's an algorithm at this point. And the vision is the most expensive coffee machine you can buy. And an ampule, a closed ampule, it means that you will put the blood bag in one end, you will put the ampule with our secret in it, and you will get a syringe ready to use. And we do have bottoms on these machines, and we will have two. Bottom for heart disease, bottom for stroke, bottom for leg disease. It also enabled us the patenting because the methodology is so precise and so repeatable, so we could relatively easy to patent it. I cannot say that it was easy. So we took it to animals, and what does it do? So in the animal model, we cut out the artery at the beginning of the leg. And this means that the rest of the leg does not get any blood supply right now. And when you do a laser Doppler to image the blood flow, you can see before the cut, you can see one leg, one tail, and one leg, all of them getting blood. Immediately after the cut, you can see the black leg. It doesn't get any blood supply. And then 15 and 21 days later, you can see the control group as opposed to animals that got the cells. So we can see the regeneration of blood flow. I am a scientist. A picture is always good only for showing what we do. The results are over there. So with this in hand, and of course a lot of work on safety and whatever is needed to be prepared for the dossier that we submit to the Ministry of Health, we came to this issue of, okay, we need to finance it and we need investment. And this is where the collaboration with Pace University is helping us a lot. And I was trying to figure out together with Mike and say, okay, what does it help us with? Because I'm sure that some of you at least would like to be helped by that and to tell you what it gives us. So first of all, thank you, Bruce, because his remarks and telling us what to do, what not to do. Sometimes people are coming, and for a very short example, a lot of people will tell you, I know the right person. I will take you to the right person. Do you pay them? Do you give them the exclusivity so no one else now can get anyone in the next half a year? So all these questions of what is right, what is not right, what you do I go to IPO? So many people want me to go to IPO when I know that probably I am too early to IPO. All these questions, Bruce is a great guy to lead us. And with the Pace Business School and students, John and Laura are very helpful. We assign them with specific assignments. Like you can see here, John is on business plan development and is related statistics, and Laura is more on the literature because she's pre-med, as Bruce says, and she understands the language. And what we want to know is what the payer is going to pay us. Can anyone know? Actually, not really. So we chose to address that through the students because it will be a more clear to them what is going to be done and what we will need. So when we will come to the Medicare and we need to go to the Medicare to talk with them, we'll be on a more precise ground to talk with them. And we will already know what is bothering them. And, of course, the lab itself, it's a great place. It's very well located. And they have good snakes. And promotion, as we do now and in other experiences of meetings and videotaping and stuff like that, we are helped by people who knows what is needed and what they think we should do. And with that, I want to show you some of the results of this shared work. And this is what we are going to bring to the world. So instead of something which is now cost the system $100,000 plus $23,000 each consecutive year, we are going to bring something in less than $40,000, which is a single treatment session that with long-lasting effect, which means that this would be the reduction of the cost for the Medicare, for the payer. And this means that if we have a good market, we have a good justification to get money because we are not only going to have good market, we have the payer interested in paying that. And we do have a good market. And the market is huge. We have a $15 billion market even before we can start the automation, because we think that we will do it in stages. First, we will produce manually, and then we'll go to the automation. So even when we are here, which is very, very low, we are already in about $300 million a year. But when we start automation, then the jump comes. And it comes not as a too early stage, but over an experience that we will gain during these years. So this is the structure that we built together and thought and calculated the financial of that. And with that, I almost want to conclude. The patient still comes first to us, and we want them to have the easiest way to be treated with long-lasting effect that will gain them not only years but quality of life during the years that they have. The clinician will have the ability to see his patient, tell him, go to the nurse, she will take a portion of your blood, and come tomorrow, I will treat you. It's not existing today. And of course, he will get ready to use syringes. I already just talked about the market for us and the gain for the Medicare. And with that, I would like to thank you all for your attention.